How much money have you spent in the last year on skincare that just doesn't work the same way anymore? You know, that cream that used to make you glow but now just sits on top of your skin, or that cleanser that suddenly makes everything feel tight and weird and dry. If you keep buying the products based on what worked before, you're literally throwing your money away every month. But here's the real talk. Once you understand what your skin actually needs now as you're transitioning through menopause, you can spend less money and get better results than you've had in years. So this video is the real deal about skincare after 40. Like, what actually happens to your skin after you start perimenopause or menopause? What works, what doesn't, and honestly, how to stop wasting money on stuff that doesn't make sense anymore. If we haven't met, hi, my name is Preet. I'm a certified menopause life coach and someone who went through this whole skin confusion thing a couple of years back, and there's real understanding here of what you're going through. But before we dive into the money saving tips, let me tell you about something that was put together called Menopause Symptoms Relief Cheat Sheet. It's all the practical stuff about dealing not just with your skin changes, but everything else that comes with this menopausal phase. Hot flashes, sleep issues, mood swings, the whole package. You can grab it from the description down below. Okay, so here's what nobody tells you straight up. You know how during your periods, your skin would sometimes break out or feel different? That was hormones doing its thing, right? Well, now those same hormones are dropping, not just fluctuating like they used to during periods, they're actually dropping. Estrogen is basically what kept your skin plump and moist all these years. When it starts going down, your skin literally can't hold water the same way that it used to, and that's why it's so dry now. It's like, you know, how a grape turns into a raisin. Okay, not that dramatic, but you get what I'm trying to say. Maybe you've already noticed this. You're putting on your usual night creams and it's just sitting there on your skin, not soaking in like it used to. And you're thinking, what's wrong with this cream? Did they change the formula? But honestly, it's not the cream. It's your skin asking for something completely different now. So what actually helps? Well, the first thing is you need more moisture. Not necessarily expensive moisture, just more of it. So try moisturizing right after taking a bath or a shower on wet skin and leave it for 2 minutes. It's a game changer. It's really going to help with your dry skin. And here's something that our grandmothers were always going on about that gets ignored now. Soaked almonds every morning. Turns out they were right about the healthy fats helping your skin from the inside out. Who knew, right? And if you're drinking chai or coffee anyway, try adding a tiny bit of ghee into it. You know, it sounds kind of weird and some find it trendy, but your skin is actually craving healthy fats right now, and this can help. Here's where it gets frustrating, and this totally catches everyone off guard. This is honestly the hardest part to wrap your head around. You have this face wash that you've been loyal to and been using for, say, the last 15 years, and all of a sudden it's making your face feel tight, dry, and uncomfortable. You still keep using it because you're like, this is my face wash, this is what's worked for me for so long. But your skin is basically screaming, not anymore, it doesn't work anymore. So you see, the thing is that your skin barrier is different now. It's more sensitive than it used to be. It's thinner and it can't handle the same level of aggressive cleaning like it used to before. So switching to the most gentle cleanser you can find really helps. The kind that barely foams, the kind that feels like you're washing your face with milk, and slowly your skin starts feeling comfortable and better again. Here's what becomes clear. You don't need to attack your skin anymore. You need to be kind to it. Cool water, gentle cleanser, patting it dry. That's literally it. And all these serums and acids and the 10-step routines everybody's obsessing over, your skin actually might hate them right now because going down to just 2 products works better. Gentle cleanser, good moisturizer. done. That's it. And honestly, your skin might look better than it has in years, in months. Here's something else that really throws people for a loop, really messes with your head. You wake up one morning and there are these patches on your face that you never seen before. Not exactly dark spots, not exactly pigmentation, something in between. At first you think it's sun damage, but then you realize, wait, you've been religious about using sunscreen for years. You're not careless about the sun exposure. So what the hell is it? Turns out that when your hormones start changing, your skin can develop pigmentation that has absolutely nothing to do with the sun. It's like your skin is processing all the hormonal changes, and sometimes it just shows up as uneven tone. And you know what? Indian skin tends to hold on to pigmentation longer than other skin types, and that's just how we're built. So when these hormonal changes happen, it takes time for everything to even out again. What actually helps and is still being figured out by many people is being super consistent with sunscreen. Not just when you're going out, but every single day, even if you are just staying home inside, because apparently even the light from windows can make pigmentation worse. Also, using something with niacinamide helps. It's basically vitamin B that helps with uneven skin tone. Nothing dramatic, nothing harsh, just something that helps your skin chill out while it's figuring out where it's going to end up. Here's what really opens eyes: getting iron levels checked and thyroid level checked. Because sometimes what shows up on your skin is actually your body trying to tell you something deeper is going on. And speaking of things that makes everything harder, can we just talk about this for a second? You are already dealing with all these hormonal changes, and on top of that, you're living in a place with humidity, heat, dust, pollution, and even hard water for some places. It's like your skin is fighting a battle on multiple fronts. So living in a city where stepping outside means immediately getting a layer of dust on your face, where the water is so hard it leaves your hair feeling like a straw, where you're constantly going from freezing air-conditioned spaces to humidity to hot streets. Your skin has to deal with all of that and the hormonal changes at the same time. So doing these small things actually makes a difference. When you come home from being outside, the first thing to do is to rinse your face with cool water, just to get all the dust and the pollution off before it has a chance to clog your pores and everything else. Keeping a light cotton scarf in your bag helps. Not for fashion, just to cover your face when you're walking through really dusty areas or stuck in traffic with the window down. And you know, those basic shower filters, getting one helps. Which brings us to the biggest thing to learn. This is probably the most important shift to make. For years, you've basically been at war with your skin, trying to force it to behave a certain way, or getting frustrated when it doesn't respond to the products that used to work for you before, and you are getting upset when it looks different than it had before. But at some point, you realize, wait, your skin is doing its best. It's dealing with a lot of changes right now, and instead of fighting it, what if you just helped it? So thinking about skincare completely different helps, not as fixing problems, but as supporting your skin through this menopausal transition. When you look in the mirror now, instead of immediately zeroing in on everything that's wrong, try to just acknowledge what you see. Okay, so today your skin looks a little dry. What does it need? Maybe it looks a little dull today. What can I do to make it better? When you're putting on your moisturizer at night, instead of thinking about all the things you don't like about your face, thank yourself for protecting me today. Thank you for dealing with everything you had to deal with today. I know that sounds a little woo-woo, but it actually changes how you feel about your skin and about your face. And somehow, when you stop being so critical all the time, your skin starts looking better too, because you're feeling better about yourself. You know, you came here for skincare help, but you probably started thinking while listening, wait, this sounds familiar. Not just the skin stuff, but other things too. Like maybe you've been sleeping weird lately, or your mood feels off, or the brain fog, or you get randomly hot for no reason. So if you want honest answers about all of this and not just skin, please do subscribe, because everything that's actually happening to you gets covered on my channel, because it's all about menopause. And you know that menopause symptoms relief cheat sheet that I mentioned earlier, it's got practical fixes for everything, not just skin. So do download it from the description below. And if you want to stop feeling confused about what menopause is doing to your body and actually understand what to do about it, do watch the videos in this playlist. You will finally know why you feel the way you do and what you can do to make it better. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.